Next up is railroad signal and track switch repairers with a median income of $82,000. Now I'm gonna go ahead and lump into this because I've worked on the railroad quite a bit, flagmen, because the flaggers out there that's one of the coolest jobs. And if I had to do it all over again, I think I might get into being a flag. You're really out there with the different people who are doing the work. You get to sort of control that section of track. You're more or less the supervisor on an area of track. You make sure that the work gets done safely. It's very, very interesting. Now, the signal and track switch repairers keep trains moving safely by installing, inspecting, and fixing track signals, track switches, and crossing gates that control traffic. They test circuits and relays, align and lubricate switch mechanisms, and they troubleshoot wiring or sensor faults out in the field. Now, most work on the rail never stops, so you may be working different shifts. The other thing is, there's not a whole lot of jobs that are inside that work in the railroad, so you're gonna be outside in all the elements. I mean, I've worked outside in the middle of summer and in the dead of winter, and it can be kind of miserable. Now, getting into the railroad can be kind of tricky. It definitely helps to know somebody. But if that's not the case, you can apply directly to the railroad for a signal apprenticeship/trainee job. Now, these typically require a high school diploma, a driver's license, the ability to travel because you're gonna be going all over the place on this rail. You have to be able to work outdoors, and you'll definitely get paid on the job training that leads to signal maintainer roles. If you want to stand out for this role, having a little bit of previous electrical knowledge will definitely help. Having worked on the railroad will certainly help so that you understand their procedures and the way that they do things. The pros for this job is, even though it has a great starting salary, the money's really in the overtime, which is always available. And you get even sometimes night differential. Up here in the Northeast, we have Metro North and we have Amtrak. But depending on where you are, you may have different things that are available to you. So when you get in and you talk to your fellow coworkers, they'll certainly clue you in as to the best way to clear six figures. The cons are working out in the weather, of course. There's sort of like cyclical hiring, so they'll open up job postings and then they'll take them away, and again, it can be kind of tricky to get in. And the hours can be bizarre, so you have to be okay with working at night or working at night one day and then during the day a little bit later or whatever. You can really mix and match a lot of different hours, and I know for a lot of people, that itself can be fatiguing.